Hi guys, welcome to the channel. It's been a while, a lot going on in life, a lot of work having to go on to try and beat this Bidenomics that's doing so good for this country that it's killing everybody. And right now it's showing a record low purchasing for November and December, and people still ain't waking up to the idiocy of Joe Biden. But I'm hoping all the people who are watching me right now are all patriot conservatives because why would you be watching something about a shotgun if you weren't? Um, I'm not a very big shotgun guy. You guys, if you've seen some others, I am a rifle guy, a handgun guy. I like those. But I have purchased several shotguns from a police in our area. They don't have regular auctions like you would think when they get rid of guns and stuff. And they don't technically destroy them either, but in an unvert way, they are destroying them. They keep them in their evidence room so long they forget they're there, and then when they finally decide to do a house cleaning, they're like, oh, we got a bunch of trash here we got to get rid of. Well, they do allotment sales. They'll send a message out to all these gun stores in the area and say, hey, we're doing an allotment sale. This is how much we're selling a box of guns for. They'll say there'll be 30 guns in this box, and this is what we're selling the box for. Then the gun store says no or yes. The gun store buys the box, they deliver the box, and they have no freaking clue what's in the box. It could be 22 pistols, it could be a 50 cal machine gun. They have no idea what's in the box. Well, they get it, they decide what they want, what they don't want. If they have guns there or they're not worth keeping, they'll send a message to the sheriff's department saying, we find these guns to be unusable, cannot ever be used or cleaned or whatever. Well, the sheriff's department will give them credit on that. And the way these gun stores work is they don't actually switch cash. Money doesn't exchange. The sheriff's department will get credit at the store to be able to buy firearms, any equipment needed to upgrade their firearms, or ammo. That way the taxpayer is not out for anything that's going on here, and there's no money really being made behind the scenes. Well, when a gun store decides, hey, these are bad guns, we can't use them, there's one rule that they have to abide by, and it's not really a rule, it's more of a law. If the gun cannot be used and they're not getting any kind of credit or putting on their books, the gun has to be destroyed and the serial number has to be deleted from the system. Well, me being in the position that I am, I'm a lifelong fabricator. I'm a welder, machinist. I have access to really gnarly equipment. And that's what makes me good at building my guns like I do. But they asked me, one of the gun stores asked me, would I destroy an allotment of weapons for them? I said, sure. It's very easy. You go, you cut it in half, always the receiver. The receiver has to be destroyed. The rest of the gun be completely intact, but that receiver has to be destroyed, the trigger preferably too. I said, yeah, sure. And so I went over there and I seen this shotgun and a couple of New England shotguns sitting in the allotment for destruction. And there was two Mossbergs sitting in there. A pump with wooden, the stock had broke off of the pump. And they couldn't find a new stock. But I could. But they had a couple of Walmart special tactical shotguns. I do not like Walmart special shotguns. I don't care. They're junk. They're just junk. And they're mostly Remingtons. But Remington, if you buy a Remington shotgun directly from Remington or from a gun store, you're going to get a good quality shotgun. But you get it from Walmart, it's almost like buying a John Deere tractor lawnmower from Lowe's versus going to John Deere and buying one from John Deere. They are made differently. I don't know why. Probably to make their costs lower because Lowe's doesn't want to pay that much for their mowers. They want a cheap deal, so they give them a cheap tractor. So I would say that with every lawnmower that you get from Lowe's, whatever you want a good lawnmower, you go to the actual dealer or you go to a lawnmower dealer to get it. Same with guns. You go to a dealer, they're going to get the better quality gun. But they had a couple of them. So I decided I'm not destroying these two Mossbergs, and I'm not destroying those New Englands. I know those New Englands can be cleaned and fixed. There was only one New England shotgun that could not be fixed, or it could have, but I didn't want to put the time to do it. But it had a good barrel and had a good stock. So I got to keep the stock in the foregrip and the barrel, but the receiver had to be destroyed. But this video is about this Mossberg. Look at that. Now, this is one of the earliest models of this Mossberg. You don't see many videos of this online. I've searched. There's a lot of foreign videos. This gun seemed to be popular in India for some reason. And even some Muslim countries have this weapon. But the differences between this one and some of the ones you'll find is, one, this one did not come with an adjustable choke. All right, this is stock as it is. And if you notice, it does not have the screw bolt hole right here to hold the barrel. It's not right here on the side. It's actually joined with the bottom one that holds the magazine slide in for the receiver. This one also has a sloped safety control in the back. It has a 2-round magazine. This gun, fully loaded, can only hold 3 rounds. I do plan on trying to find this magazine on the internet for sale. If I find them, I'm going to buy a couple of them. And as a fabricator, I'm going to make some changes. I want this gun to hold 5 rounds at least. This gun has become my favorite bird shooting rifle. Some people say these are not very good looking guns. I actually think this is a very, very good looking rifle. I do enjoy it. I don't really like the adjustable chokes. I mean, their function is great, but they don't look good on a shotgun. I like just the smooth, clean, right off finish here. But yeah, this gun was in really bad shape. It had mold, and the stock here was almost black. It was grayish looking. This was completely rusted all the way to the tip of the barrel. There even through the bluing here, you can still see some of the pitting. But don't let it fool you. It shoots just as... I have knocked quite a few birds out of the sky with this booger. It has done its job. I've shot one slug through it just to see if the barrel could take the punishment. And it did. It took it with flying colors, no fractures, no cracks. Hasn't ever shot another one. But this shotgun disassembles a lot like a regular rifle. Pull the trigger to drop the bolt. Now, when I got this, I'm quite seriously, I had to soak the entire receiver and barrel in a homemade bin that I had of PB Blaster. And I love PB Blaster over WD-40, and for a couple of reasons. WD-40 has a conditioner in it. It'll break rust loose, and it'll lubricate it. But as it dries off, that detergent will cause rust to come back even more. PB Blaster is completely different, and PB Blaster really does a good job eating off the rust. It just eats it off and dissolves it. And it's a little oilier and smells quite a bit, but it does a really good job. And that's what I do. I use PB Blaster with all my guns that I'm restoring. But this is a 20 gauge Mossberg Rider. I can't even see it, so badly damaged there, but this has become my go-to gun for shooting birds with. I mean, this is what I take out in the woods now, and it looks beautiful now. You wouldn't think. I wish I had taken video of this prior to me cleaning it, but guys, I get so excited when I get a dilapidated rifle or handgun, or I lose focus on how you got a YouTube channel. I gotta kind of remember that, but I just want to get in it. I want to get it done. I want to get it fixed. I want to get it clean. I want it running. I got these shotguns on the wall. Same thing. It was in the same allotment. They do not function. They're rusty. They're in bad shape. They're missing some parts. That one's got a bad stock on it. That gun hasn't been built in almost 60 years. So finding parts, that ain't happening, friend. I'm going to have to build my own parts. So that's going to take a little time. I've got to be able to take the old stocks off, reverse engineer them, basically draw prints and sketches out, and try to match their shapes. There's an 8 gauge on the wall over there, and there's a 12 gauge here. But yeah, this is a really cool little shotgun. I wish they still made them. Very, very good little gun, and it works so well. But thank you for watching my video on this. I'll go and attach a video where I shoot this. But thank you, and if you happen to run across one, telling you it's a really good gun, and you'll very much enjoy it. It's also a good starter gun or learner gun for your children if you want to get them to learn to shoot birds with you, go hunting with you, whatever. These are good guns, and most of the ones you'll find nowadays are going to have the side-mounted screw to hold the barrel in, not from the bottom. This one's a little extra old, so it's probably one of the first models that they had. And then you'll find a lot of them are going to have that adjustable choke at the end. This one did not have, never came with one. You see the buttons there. It just never had one. But thank you for watching, and keep in touch, man. Completely redone. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend buckshot or slugs.